Government officials are going to work from home. Electric motorbikes for taxis in Thailand, as well as regarding a Mama San, we have a story coming up on today's Good Morning Thailand. Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. This is our special guest today, Forrest Lee.
Hi guys.
And that's Natty Warisa.
Hello everyone.
And I'm Jay. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking off firstly with government officials are going to start working from home. Now, the Public Health Ministry has come out and said that government officials will work from home after New Year's, while online classes also for students in Thailand may be brought back as part of efforts to contain the outbreak of the Omicron coronavirus variant. Now, the private sector in general is also being encouraged to follow in the footsteps of the government and encourage their staff to work from home. So, could be a possibility that we might be joining each other from Zoom if the health ministry had its way early next year. And yes, even though patients infected with the new strain of Omicron virus have no severe symptoms, efforts must be made to contain the spread of the virus and keep new cases to a minimum to avoid impacts on the country's reopening because the virus is very transmissible. This date, once again, January 4th, of what we've been saying again and again, January 4th is the day that will be the first official working day after the holidays. That's when the government will decide what's really going to happen. But as of right now, government officials will start working from home, and people are slowly being encouraged to work from home and also to do online classes and meetings and whatnot. Now, Omicron is spreading and increasing the amount of cases in Thailand. In particular, for example, a northeastern province of Kalasin is having a lot of high number of cases per day and also possibly clusters. So I think there are going to be more and more clusters around Bangkok, and New Year's coming up, everybody partying. The numbers are going to go crazy. Any thoughts, guys?
I mean, I'm just wondering about the future of workplaces in the world, after the pandemic happened and everybody is kind of forced to work from home, schools are forced to have their children be taught at school. I feel like more and more co-working spaces are going to pop up. A lot more people are going to have the option to opt to work from home and not go to offices. The office setting might be obsolete in the next 2 to 3 years. I don't know. That's just my futuristic thought there.
Wow. Office space might be obsolete. That is a bold statement, Natalie. Any comments first?
Zoom meetings, the metaverse. We're going to eat from home. We're going to exercise from home. We're going to sleep from home. Wait, no, we're already sleeping from home. We're going to do everything behind the freaking computer. We're not going to see each other in physical form anymore.
Yeah.
Well, in some way or the other, yes, I would say that's far into the future. But yes, we can see glimpses of that taking over in our daily lives.
Our children's children, it's going to be like Ready Player One. We're going to the physical reality is going to look super crappy and janky, and then we're just going to be in our VR headsets.
But is this the era of introverts? Back in the 60s, back in the past, right? Extroverts were hailed as like, wow, you can be leaders and all of that because you can talk, you can communicate, you're loud, you're rambunctious. But now introverts, I feel, are now taking the reign because we're forced to stay indoors. We're forced to not talk to people like human beings. And now introverts are like going crazy on the keyboard. It's our time. Introverts unite.
Yeah, but what if the system breaks down from the introverts? And there's a glitch in the matrix, and they have to socialize. And in reality, you're like, oh, crap!
All right. Everybody calm down. We're in the metaverse with Forrest here. All right. More information, obviously, you can find that out on thetiger.com. Up-to-date information. January 4th is the big day for news to come out, so stay tuned for that. As of right now, that is the update regarding Omicron. All right, let's move on to our second topic, which is regarding electric motorbikes. Natalie, you've got more information on this.
Yes. So coming soon, I'm going to be doing a documentary or like a little scoop about electric tuk-tuks. But did you guys know that now the EGAT, or Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand, they're now testing out e-motorbikes to become taxis? And apparently, these bikes, they run off a 3 kilowatt battery, and they're being tested with hopes to turn these into taxis in the future. And they can go up to 100 kilometers per charge. The bikes have a speed of 80 kilometers per hour, so it's not that fast, and it holds about 150 kilograms, so that's like two pretty not very heavy people. The electronic bikes cost 84,000 baht plus 40,000 baht for the battery. But get this, the total project, and EGAT is testing out 51 electronic motorbikes, it allegedly costs around 21 million baht. I don't know how that adds up though. 51 bikes, but each bike costs around like 120,000. How did that add up to 21 million? I don't know. Maybe my math is not good, but it seems a little bit funny. Anyhow, the officials are still studying energy consumption, the behaviors of drivers, of the passengers, the impact of the rollout of these electronic vehicles to have impact on the economy and the environment. And the test will continue into next year with the collaboration with King Mongkut Institute of Technology. I don't know. I'm rooting for sustainable trends to be encouraged in Thailand. I think it's a great initiative, although the pricing seems a little bit off. But I mean, great initiative overall. What are your thoughts on electric vehicles in general?
Wait, so if I were to buy this electric bike, it's going to be 84,000 baht. Each battery is going to be 40,000
Yes.
40,000 baht. How long is the battery life?
That is yet to be
That's
seen.
like 40,000 baht. It's like buying a whole new bike in itself.
Yeah, we might as well just buy BMW, right? It's about
Well, maybe
Yeah,
a second, not a BMW, maybe like a second-hand Japanese car.
The only thing that I'm worried about is like the cost of maintenance of heat.
Yeah.
If we were to convert over to these electric bikes.
Well, I guess we're going to have to wait and find out more information on that. But like always, the future is electric. Everything is becoming more and more electric. And it's better for the environment, guys. That's what's important. All right?
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
All right, let's take a quick break. Once we return from the break, we're going to continue our conversations with our special guest, Forrest Lee, and of course, Natty Warisa, regarding a Myanmar star in jail. You need to check this man out. He's really something, as well as a story about a mama's son, presented by Natty. We'll be back right after this.
Find the coffee roast you love most. Coffee Culture delivers Thai coffee online. Whole beans or pre-ground delivered to your doorstep in Thailand. Go to coffeeculture.asia and get coffee you love delivered to your doorstep.
We're back. Jay's back there running some errands, so I'll run the first story. As he mentioned, he prefaced it with some Mama San news. Actually, it's a Thai woman who faced charges over a fake job post for masseuse positions in Japan. Now, this woman is from the Isan region, and she's being accused of posing as a job broker by using Facebook to make fake recruitment posts for masseuse positions in Japan. Now, according to the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Division, this 37-year-old woman was arrested and charged with fraud at her house for advertising the recruitment service on social media, and she asked for 5,900 baht service fee from each victim to get a job in Japan. The Anti-Trafficking in Persons Division said that a lot of people sent her money to her bank account, which she allegedly closed already, and she allegedly also returned the money back to the people who she kind of stolen money from. And there have also been other warrants against similar charges in Bangkok and Khon Kaen. And they did a background check, and then she denied all charges, and she said like, nah, nothing happened. This was not her wrongdoing. The police are still investigating this crime, but it's very interesting that she would do something like that. I don't know. Japan seems to be the place where I don't know. Do Japanese like Thai massage? Have you guys been there before?
In Japan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, once.
Yeah.
If the
Okay.
Japanese like Thai massages?
Yeah.
The Japanese love everything.
Okay. Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Japan, but I haven't had the opportunity yet.
Right.
It's a whole nother world out there.
Yeah, well,
it's
yeah.
so much fun.
Well, they're just very open as well, you know? I mean, regarding a lot of things. Japan's just on it.
Yeah.
It's just on it.
I know that they have like some interesting lap ear cleaning. Like you can sleep on a lady's lap and she would clean the ears. I mean, if that was kind of the position similar to that, that'd be interesting for these girls. I don't know. But paying someone to find a job for you does sound a little bit strange.
Does she do any of these ear cleaning services?
I don't think so, no.
I might. Dang it.
Are you good?
I'm thinking about hiring her. I need to clean my ears.
Oh gosh.
All right.
We'll move on from that.
Let's leave it there. All right. Guys, before we continue to our last topic, there's something that I would like to address. Now, a friend of the Tigers, Bernard White, who lives in Pattaya, unfortunately, he has passed away. Now, some of our viewers might remember Bernard from our earlier GMT episodes. That's when I used to still be the editor, and we used to do the show from Phuket. Bernard, along with his wife Apple, they kept on delivering food and supplies for more than a year, even up till now, in Pattaya to the city's poor people and during and after the pandemic. During the main first wave, second wave, third wave, they were helping the local people out in Pattaya. The Thaiger also donated 50,000 baht to his efforts from the charity that we ran earlier this year, and because we love what Bernard did and we wanted to support his cause as well. Sadly, Bernard passed away, and our condolences go out to his wife, his family, and his friends. May he rest in peace. So just wanted to say that before we continue. Thank you, Bernard, for everything you have done. All right, let's move on to our last topic of today, which involves a Myanmar star. Now, something caught your attention today, Forrest Lee.
All right, so in news outside of Thailand, a Myanmar actor was sentenced to 3 years in prison for a role in the anti-coup protest. Now, a prominent celebrity in Myanmar a prominent celebrity in Myanmar was sentenced to 3 years in prison for hard labor over his involvement in the country's pro-democracy and anti-coup movement following the February 1st military takeover. Now, 25-year-old Burmese actor, singer, and model Pang Takon is famous in both Myanmar and Thailand. Because of his role in large protests and impact on his massive social media following, the actor was put on the junta's wanted list for his influence in the pro-democracy movement. Now, Pang Takon, who had over 1 million Facebook and Instagram followers, posted images of himself during a rally in a white tracksuit with a megaphone writing, "Help us end crime against humanity." He was arrested in early April, and trials have been postponed many times. Shortly after the coup, the military junta made a wanted list including 120 celebrities that may have influenced the public. Sad times. If you guys see photos of this guy is an absolute unit. Handsome. Guy's a Chad, a Giga Chad. But first off, what do you think?
I commend him for his bravery of going against, the military junta. That's very brave, and also very remarkable for a 25-year-old who his career is actually taking off. Like, I know a lot of Thai celebrities who have opinions, but they're afraid to show them because, you don't want your career stunted because of this. And I understand, and I'm not chastising them in any way, but this guy is like very exceptional.
Yeah, well, I'll forget. I mean, a lot of celebrities, a lot of normal people, including me, like a lot of us wouldn't dare, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, to voice some of the opinions we might have, we might not have. But yes, unfortunately for this young gentleman, he's going to have to deal with being in jail for 3 years just for standing up for what he believes in.
Yeah,
It really
horrible.
sucks because, growing up, my mother is actually from Myanmar.
Yeah.
And, growing up in the 90s, my mom would talk about many stories of Aung San Suu Kyi, the woman that's been the figurehead of the pro-democracy
Yes.
movement. who's been arrested probably for the 20th time, over some BS charge. And then it sucks that the political discourse in Myanmar is still the same as how it was 30 years ago during my mother's generation. But, at least with this Myanmar actor, there's a newer generation of guys that are still fighting up, against the whole military establishment.
And this is, he's one of probably God knows how many people who have actually been silenced. He's in the news because, he's a crazy good-looking model man who's, and people talk about him because they're going to get clicks on his news stories. They're going to get this information out because of him being an actor and a famous person. But how about everyone else? This is just that one person that we get to know about. How many other people are in jail? How many other people have been silenced completely? Who knows? That number is uncountable, and people are not even talking about it. But yeah, that is going on, and the reality of the current situation in Myanmar. All right, let's move on to take another break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to take a couple of questions from our viewers. So if you do have any questions for either for me, for Natty, or Forrest, please leave them in the comments section now, and we will answer them as soon as we're back. Thank you. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Good Morning Thailand. I'm Jade, this is Forrest, and that's Natty. And we will now answer some of your questions. Forrest actually has a laptop today, so he will be...
scrolling through the comments.
He'll be scrolling through the comments finally today.
My buddy Mo was telling me, hey, you need to bring your laptop to fit in with the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
So to Mo and Hannah, if you guys are watching, I love you guys.
Yeah. Some people actually thought that we were sponsored by Apple. I wish. I
Yes.
really do wish Apple sponsored us, but no. The reason we use these laptops are because they're good for editing. That's it. And they're portable and mobile. That's it. Bring Forrest and Caitlin on together. The four of y'all would be a riot, says Just Caitlin.
Who's Caitlin?
Caitlin, you've never met Caitlin, actually. Forrest has actually never met Caitlin. Caitlin is our senior writer here at the Thaiger.
Cool.
Yes, she is a young, talented, and obviously a crowd favorite. So it would be a hoot. She's a California girl, I believe. No, Tampa. I believe she's from Is Tampa in California?
No, she's from Florida.
Florida.
She's Floridian.
Apologies.
Awesome.
Yes.
I like her already. Let's bring some beer.
All right. Maybe we'll do it for our 100,000 subscriber push. Guys, a quick note. We have about 274 people watching right now, but only 49 likes.
Oh.
Can we please, could you viewers, for
Need your
me,
likes.
or for Natty, or for Forrest, or for all three of us, press the like button
Please.
right now, if you could. It would really be helpful. It really helps the algorithm because it helps the video spread out and go to a bigger audience. So we would really appreciate it if you could click the like button. Thank you. All right, any questions, guys?
PT Tan says Natty, or is it Natalie? Well, it's Natty, but Jay likes to call me Natalie, and then now it's caught on in the office, I think.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually not Natalie, but you were supposed to be named Natalie,
Yeah.
but it was Natty instead.
Yes, it's a long story, but
Yes. LVTV says, Lumberjack Jay taking down trees on his spare time, nearly toppled over the Christmas tree. No trees are safe around Jay. I think he's talking about when I disappeared when we came back from the second break. And unfortunately or fortunately, we do share an office with a lot of Thaiger members, staff members, who are doing content writing, social media, and as we have this backdrop behind us, sometimes they forget that we're live or we're shooting, so I just had to go and politely tell them to please be a little quiet so that it doesn't get too loud in here. And while I came back, I knocked over the Christmas tree because I am a giant.
I have a polarizing question here. It might be polarizing. Blue Jay says, on sustainability, what are your views on shifting to plant-based diet? Can I start with maybe Jay first and then Forrest later?
On a plant-based diet? If I must, I can. However, if I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't do it unless I really had to. Maybe if I was advised by my like a health professional that, hey Jay, you need to switch to a plant-based diet because it's gonna, make you live longer, or you can't eat meat because of certain things. But yes, I love eating meat. I'm not, not against eating plants or having a plant-based diet. You do you, but I enjoy eating meat, so that's why I have not, and I would be hesitant unless there's a real health risk to me.
What about you? What's your view on plant-based diets?
I'm never going to do it.
No.
I believe in the carnivore-based diet, the meat-based diet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just that?
Just steak, chicken, steak, and more steak.
Whoa. Is
Yeah.
that what you're doing now, currently, right now?
No, but
Okay.
I'd like to do that in the future, where I just
Okay.
eat nothing but steak and red meat.
Right.
That's all I want to eat,
Okay.
and I'll die a happy man.
All right.
You have to take a lot of fiber, though.
All
That's
right,
for sure.
a lot of questions popping in. Let's try to get them a bit more
Okay.
quickly. Do you feel working at home is temporary trend or trying to make permanent? Do you think it's temporary or permanent working at home?
God,
Is this the future?
It's hard to say. Yeah, I hate to say it. It's probably the future.
I hate working from home.
Stupid.
I hate working from home. I can't concentrate. When I come to the office, everyone's here. My colleagues are here. We're in an office environment. Everyone's switched on. I feel efficient. I feel the rush. Everything's getting going. At home, I tend to procrastinate more and end up, being less efficient. But that's just me. It's not for everyone. Some people are extremely efficient at home. Natty, any comments?
I do feel like working from home will be the future somehow. Maybe not the near future, but somewhere far, far down the line. But I do agree with you, and that's why there are a lot more co-working spaces. So you still get the environment of, office mates without actually having a physical office, I think. But yeah, I do agree with you that I like you trolling from time to time in the office. It makes my juices going. Brain juices. Okay, let's go. Yes.
What about why do people like co-working spaces? I never understood co-working spaces. Why don't you just go to office instead of going to co-working space?
I feel like I get distracted at co-working spaces.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna work for maybe 2 minutes and be like, hey, you want to get some coffee?
I just feel awkward because I don't know most of the people there.
Yeah.
I'll be like chipping away, and then every now and then I'll look to the left and someone's looking at me, and I'm like, oh, why are you looking at me?
Well,
Why are you not
A lot of
working?
these co-working spaces have, I guess, like events that I don't know, like
A
beer drinking.
mingling
Like
thing?
wait, what are those events called? I'm so out of touch. I guess like just social gatherings
Okay.
that they'll host up.
Networking stuff.
Events or whatever.
All right.
So I get hordes.
Another question from West Texas Greg. He says, any big plans or changes for you as individuals or with the Thaiger for 2022 you are excited about? Well, I'll throw it to you, Forrest, in a second, but for the Thaiger, we're going all out next year. We've got an e-commerce website coming out. We're going to be selling cups. We're going to be selling t-shirts. We're going to be selling a lot of Thaiger merchandise. We've got our travel channel, I believe, on the writing section, we've got our travel segment coming out. We've got another second channel for YouTube regarding only entertainment. We've got, what else? A lot. There's like 3 or 4 others that we can't actually disclose as of right now. However, if you watch Thaiger Unfiltered, I might talk about it. So I'm just going to have a quick plug for my other show. Forrest, how about you? 2022 looking bright?
Looking pretty bright. I got a couple videos planned. A couple things I can't exactly talk about. Just stay tuned.
Ooh,
What is that? I
suspense.
need the juice.
I'll tell-
I need
Suspense.
the juice.
I'll tell you guys the juice
Ooh.
Yeah.
off camera.
Yeah.
Just because I know you guys.
All right, fair.
And I'll
the
tell
re-
you later. No, just
No, no,
joking.
no.
And then we'll disclose it to you later. Don't worry.
Crap.
Oh, look at that. 153 likes now. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
We
you,
went
guys.
from 40 likes to 153 likes. Thank you for everyone who did like the video. We appreciate that. All right, let's take a couple more before we leave, guys.
Steve Forrest, are you still training Muay Thai? No, haven't for a couple months. I will soon.
Matthew Hickman says, Natty, say you eat meat, please. I eat meat, please. All right.
Okay.
David.
Question: How's old man Tim? Do send him our regards. Tim is doing well. He is, I think, 90% recovered from his eye operation. He's just taking it easy. we will send him your regards, PT Tan. But yes, Tim is doing great, and luckily he will be able to enjoy his New Year's at 100%. Is the Thaiger changing to a shopping channel? Spicy Rose says, no, we are not. We will not actually be selling anything on the channel itself. It will be an e-commerce website selling other products. And of course, these are products, daily products that you could buy if you want, if you support the channel. Or also, if you don't want it, then not buy it. That's completely okay. However, you'll have the option to. It's just an option.
Mm-hmm.
But we have actually some really cool stuff. Like, for example...
do you want me to get it?
Yes, please. Let's do it. Let's do it for the fans, for the viewers.
I don't know where it is.
We have a painting that's bigger than Natty. Our Thaiger painting, our logo, our...
I can't find it, but I got
It's okay. Yeah, this one. We've got a miniature signed... we've got a miniature picture of this, which will be signed from all the hosts that some of the fans can buy if they want. Yes. So you can have a little part of Thaiger with you. It's not for everyone, but it could be for someone. All right, last questions, guys. Anyone?
What do you guys...
Here-
Oh, no, go ahead.
sorry.
Go first.
Well, this is a very serious question, actually. He goes, D. Mun says, how should the world view or attempt to intervene in Myanmar? Should we intervene? How should Thailand assist? D. Mun, wow, great question. A question that I am extremely unqualified to answer. How should the world view or attempt to intervene in Myanmar? Well, maybe my opinion might be biased, but it's just like I know a lot of friends who are coming from Myanmar who had to flee their own country. So in terms of the violence, I'm against it. And the cruelty, I'm against it. And what's going on, it's not. Is it right? Is it not right? I don't think it's right because I see it from the people that are affected in my life, and I'm not for it. Should we intervene? I don't know. How can I intervene? I mean, what can we do? If anything, we could just voice it and we could let people know what's going on in the country.
Well, I'm going to say this very vaguely, but unconventional warfare, that's a blanket statement. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
I know that Thailand is assisting people on the Myanmar border. We have kind of allowed a couple of people who are fleeing gunshots and stuff like that. So we're accepting refugees from there. So I'm quite proud of that part of Thailand for helping neighboring people who are kind of
Yeah,
in
well,
need.
at least Thailand is providing refuge to the people trying to escape from the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hey, Forrest. Oh, so I got a question by PG Santa. Hey, Forrest, how do you like that wallet you bought recently? I was thinking of getting one, good taste. All right, so here's my stance on things that you use every day. Pay the extra couple $100, buy it once, and it'll last you a good 7 to 10 years. So the wallet that he's talking about, I recently purchased a Tom Ford wallet.
Fancy.
Oh, wow.
And,
Tom Ford.
And when you're getting around in like your 30s, your 40s, or 50s, like it's always good to treat yourself with like good expensive stuff. Just because it's more of a mental thing. I mean, you use your wallet every day or your iPhone, and you have pride in the products that you're using, especially the products that you're using every day. So it's a really sleek, minimal wallet. It's got like a money clip through here, and then all your cards. That's all you really need. Very simple, very minimalistic.
We're absolutely not sponsored by Tom Ford, but hey,
I wish.
But hey, Tom, if you're watching, we wouldn't mind. All right, before we leave, a quick shout out to Coffee Culture, who is our sponsor. Thank you to Coffee Culture for sponsoring the show and providing us these beautiful mugs. You too can buy these mugs at their website, along with ground coffee and different coffee beans from all over Thailand. You can even buy, for New Year's, a box set with coffee and mugs. How great is that? Coffee Culture Asia is the place to be. All right, that's it. We're going to end the show there. 317 people watching, more and more people. Please help click the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video if you can. But thank you, most of all, for joining us today for today's live show. Thank you, Forrest.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Natty.
you, Forrest. Bye.
And thank you, Jason. Visha is left somewhere. And thank you to all the viewers. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.